Hey, what's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. For the UK, it's Riz. For the US, it's authentic. Now, Taiwan has revealed its word of the year, but as Dashbala reports, what it means for the country is up for debate.
This year, eggs were big news in Taiwan because the country was lacking them. Taiwan was gripped by an egg panic, and it seems to have left a lasting impression because according to a local newspaper's survey of 65,000 people, Taiwan's 2023 word of the year is a character meaning lack, and in second place, eggs. For many, lack was not an obvious choice.
不知道哎。
不知道哎。
2023年的缺。
对。
我不太清楚哎。
While others say the word makes perfect sense.
我觉得应该就是对民生物资的上涨，然后对生活有一些疑虑，然后政府没有好好的处理，所以我们觉得大家觉得缺。
And there's one thing in particular everyone lacked.
最缺的什么吗？钱啊。
缺钱吧。
缺什么？缺钱。
It's been a tough year for many in Taiwan. The country's economy slipped into a recession, and with an election due in January, the opposition has channeled anger with what businesses call the 5 lacks: Taiwan's lack of water, electricity, workers, land and talent. But for some at the awards ceremony, seeing Taiwan's shortcomings in black and white is a step towards a better 2024.
不管是缺电、缺水或者缺蛋、缺口，以前缺口罩这些的问题，我觉得在年底揭晓这个字，就代表说我们有足够的信心去面对新的一年，我们如何去转变我们的人生，然后让这个社会越来越好。
Economists expect Taiwan's businesses to recover. The egg shortage is over, and the coming election promises change. In just over a month, Taiwan will choose a new leader, with President Tsai Ing-wen at her term limit. That means in 2024, voters will get a chance to decide what Taiwan was lacking this year and who's the best person to fix it. Eason Chen and Dash Butler in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
An indigenous Rukai couple from Taiwan South is fighting to save their village, one tree at a time. John Ventress reports.
It's another back-breaking day on the mountainside. Once outside of the village, there's no running water. The only way to get water uphill is by carrying it in heavy buckets. But for Sula Sukimadrimi, this is important work. His life's work, in fact. This is the land of Taiwan's indigenous Rukai people, where the forest once helped provide life's necessities.
森林过去就好像是我们的畜牧场。
In the 1960s and 70s, though, loggers came in and began cutting down the trees. There was pushback from the locals, but it faded as some people compromised with the loggers to get money to live on. Sula Sukinadrimi watched it happen.
被殖民的一个思想，被殖民就是说做政府不会做错的事情，然后再加上利益的问题，中间非常多的措施。
Around 30 years ago, he'd had enough and started planting new trees on his own. It was slow going, but it was at that time that local people started appreciating just how serious the deforestation had become.
克伯台风这一次带来丰沛的雨量，在屏东地区以雾台乡山区的灾情最为严重。
A series of intense and sometimes deadly typhoons tore through the mountains. With no trees to hold the soil back, mountainsides crumbled. In 2009, Morakot, the fiercest storm of all, proved too much. 5 local villages all picked up and left the mountains and their ancestral lands for good. But Sula Sukimadrimi and his wife were determined to stay. They borrowed money to buy the land with the only roads into the region and block loggers from entering the mountains.
我公常讲，如果我们不做，谁要做？
Reforesting their mountains has been slow and arduous.
种树很难，尤其是你要让它成林，它是更难的。10年内，你要好好照顾它，它才有办法成林。
But the hard work has started to pay off. The couple has planted over 10,000 trees, reforesting 100 hectares. It's far from their goal of a restored 600 hectares, but they've begun bringing children with them to pass on their mission, ensuring their home will see flourishing forests again. Lofi Li and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
We've all heard that you shouldn't run with scissors, but what about hiking with them? Meet a Taiwanese hairstylist using her passion for mountaineering to provide a valuable service for people in the country's more remote areas. Bryn Thomas has the story.
对啊，帮他修一修啊，变很帅呢。晚上约会哦，有呢。
Meet Ivy. She's a hairdresser whose career and passion for helping people has taken her to some of a country's most isolated places. She's known for hiking into Taiwan's mountainous central region and cutting people's hair for free. The places she goes are home to Taiwan's indigenous communities, and many people there lack the services she provides.
Hello， 大家好，好久不见，大家还记得我吗？真的吗？有没有想念我？一般来，我就会带剪刀。
Ivy stepped onto this path in 2019. At the time, she was working as a stylist, serving media personalities in Taipei. It was a high-stress, demanding job. After a bout of poor health, she found herself in a hospital.
我就告诉我自己，我一定要好好的爱惜我的身体，然后就开始运动啊，瑜伽、游泳，或者是爬山。然后，但是我最爱的就是爬山，因为我觉得爬山你要付出体力、付出时间，然后你要有一段的辛苦，你才能达到那个很漂亮的感觉。
On her journey to health, she found a higher calling. She discovered that she could provide a valuable service while pursuing her love of hiking. It all started when she met someone in need, far from the barbershops of urban Taiwan.
因为我那时候在山上，我没有带剪刀，没有带工具，他就还是很希望就再拿着那种塑胶剪刀，还有塑胶的梳子给我，说这是新的剪刀，它一定很利。我觉得对我来说很简单，我其实只要剪而已。Hello， 你要剪头发？
From then on, cutting hair for people living in Taiwan's central mountains was a case of do good, feel good.
我自己是比较喜欢到没有发廊的地方，因为我觉得他们比较需要。然后我就从屏东的嘉平部落一直剪到马氏部落，然后安朔部落、新化部落、土坂部落。你如果只剪一个部落的话，隔壁的部落就会说：为什么我们就这么近，你还不来剪？
By following her passion for hiking in the mountains, Ivy has reached new heights with her good deeds, performing acts of altruism at altitude. Lofi Li, Sam Hui, and Bryn Thomas for TaiwanPlus.
An international team-up is bringing Japanese cuisine to rail passengers in Taiwan. As Laura Stewart reports, lunch on the go just got a lot more exciting.
People line up at Taipei main station, not for train tickets, but for lunch. Taiwan's railway administration has teamed up with Japanese bento brand Awajiya. They're offering a ceramic seafood jar filled to the brim with abalone rice, octopus, dried scallop and vegetables. It's a limited edition deal, with only 70 made available each day. Quite literally, hunger marketing.
这种东西可以有发挥各种想象力，只要说我们有想象美好的画面，然后就可以让我们的食欲更好。
有吃过，在日本那边也有吃过，因为他们日本的便当都冷的比较多，对，所以我还蛮喜欢这个味道。
Bento lunchboxes are very popular in Taiwan, typically made up of meat or other protein, along with rice and side vegetables. And bentos have a particular cultural association with rail travel. It's common for them to be sold at stations or even on the train. And it's a remnant of the Japanese colonial era in Taiwan. But these novelty jars are something new. Inspired by the Japanese technique of catching octopuses, they're catching the attention here in Taiwan, even though they cost around 4 times as much as an average lunchbox.
你也不会每餐都吃到399，就是难得吃，而且又可以收藏容器。对，这个是很值得来体验一下。
A new vision of food on the go, travellers can now have a taste of Japan while enjoying the views of Taiwan. Chris Ma and Laurel Stewart for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching today's What's Up Taiwan. Finally, check out these adorable 6-month-old red panda cub at Portugal's Lisbon Zoo. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.